Hey, salads aren't as simple as you think. Or maybe they are. Either way, they go with every meal. They go in every day part. You can use just about every ingredient. So make it as simple or as complicated as you'd like, because a great salad is healthy, it's tasty, and it gives you heatless cooking when the kitchen can get really hot. Summer salad secrets today on the Carefree Cooks Code. I'm Chef Todd Moore, and this is the Carefree Cooks Code, every Tuesday live at noon Eastern. Here's our challenge. How can home cooks cook freely with creativity, confidence, and pride while ignoring recipes and still impressing themselves and others with what they cook? Well, the answer is found in becoming empowered with how cooking works, using dependable and repeatable methods of cooking that work for any ingredient, for any diet, and any desire, just like chefs do. And we'll know we've cracked it when everyone sees cooking as an exciting and rewarding way to improve their relationships, their lifestyles, and their health through better food and cooking. This is the Carefree Cooks Code. Boom! Welcome back to the Carefree Cooks Code, everyone. We're live every Tuesday at noon Eastern, and for all the past Carefree Cooks Codes episodes, all you got to do is go to my video archive on Facebook, go to Chef Todd Moore, facebook.com/Chef Todd Moore /videos. You can do the same thing on YouTube, and now on Instagram, you can see what I've been eating for dinner, and along with how I'm doing it on Instagram, because, let me tell you about the live schedule. It is Tuesdays at noon for the Carefree Cooks Code, which we're doing right now. Wednesdays for lifetime members of web cooking classes only within our private community, that is our study hall. Thursdays at 6:30 we'll cook together in a casual setting, and now Saturdays at noon as well, because we're the Carefree Cooks. We create our own recipes. We bring friends and family together. We learn every time we cook. We create our own cooking style because we practice pro methods, and you wind up loving your cooking. That's an important part of it. We're here because we're people that like to cook. I'm not here to convince someone that hates cooking, that thinks it's a terrible chore. If it's a chore to you, then I guess there are alternatives. But at some point, you're going to come toward our revolution for sure. And especially lately, you're finding that controlling the ingredients that you cook with, expressing your art, your sustainability and health and well-being, and then when you turn into just the enjoyment of sautéing onions and garlic together, that makes me so happy. I don't know about you, but do onions and garlic and butter in a sauté pan make you really, really happy? I know they do, but look, the weather's changing, so there may not be as much of that. It's finally improving for us in the northern hemisphere here. The days are getting longer, the sun a little sunnier, and I find my food is getting lighter. But we're going to talk about salads today. Don't think about salads as just a bowl of lettuce. Yeah, I want you to expand your thought process about this today, because there are all kinds of salads, and we're going to talk about them, right? It's not just a bowl of lettuce. Don't call it rabbit food, because it can actually contain some proteins and some really good stuff. We're going to find some new ideas to bring into your kitchen today. But first, I've got a true or false for you. Here it is. This is the statement that you will comment true or false in the comment section below. And it is: lettuce should be torn by hand, not cut with a knife, because you get brown edges. Is this statement true or false, that you should always tear your lettuce with your hands? Okay, summer's coming. I'm excited about it. My favorite time of year. I'm not going to let this year dampen it for me, but still, in the summertime, you don't want to heat up your kitchen, right? It's not the time for your heavy stews and heavy roasts. And here's the other thing that really costs you money in the summer, that the more the air conditioning runs, the more you have to try and cool down that stove, right? So it's time for lighter, brighter, fresher, healthier, happier meals. Not happy meals, happier meals. And that to me generally means salads. And once you know the different classifications of salads, once you know the three basic parts of any salad, and then there's probably 100 varieties of the most important ingredient in salads, and we'll talk about how to assemble salads, and you'll start to think that summer cooking really is cool. That you can add a chill element to summer when you start to know the structures of a salad. And of course, by now, though, that's the way that I teach. We're going to break everything down into categories, into bits and pieces, so then you can start putting the things that you like together, like best together. And when we start to talk about salads, these summer salad days that are coming, it's the idea of trying to do some heatless cooking versus having a heat-filled kitchen, filling your kitchen up. And the whole idea is to have cooler meals, healthier meals, summer meals, things that go with summer a little better, and that often means salads. So let's define it first. A salad is any single food or a mix of different foods that are accompanied by or bound by a dressing. Okay, so if I give you permission to call anything that is a single food or a mix of foods, which is everything, right? If you accompany with it a dressing or you bind it with a dressing, then it's a salad. Well, this makes you feel a little better, doesn't it? This makes you feel like it opens up a wide range of something other than lettuce and carrots, right? A salad can contain meat. A salad can contain grains, fruits, nuts, cheeses. You can leave the lettuce out altogether if you want. It can be an appetizer. It can be a second course after the appetizer to kind of cleanse the palate. It can certainly be an entree, a lunch entree. It could be a course following the entree where it serves the same purpose, like a vinegar to cleanse the palate. And it can even be a dessert when you start to put fruits and nuts and ice creams and whipped creams and things like that together. That's why salads deserve your respect. It is disrespectful and deriding to call it rabbit food because there's so much more to it. The color, the texture, the flavor of each salad ingredient is really there to complement the others. Not, oh, you look very good today. Well, thank you. Not that kind of compliment. I mean, raise all other ingredients. Don't do a broccoli, asparagus, and green leafy lettuce salad because that's just green on green on green, right? We're looking for contrast. And we went over this when we did plate preparation, presentation, and plating, that contrast is such a big thing. And in salads, you'll find that you have a real opportunity to contrast all kinds of colors, textures, flavors in the same bowl. The dressing plays a role in this as well. It is there to complement further all of the ingredients. So we're going to dive deeply into this today, but just in general, just imagine like a really pretty lettuce salad that you put a heavy white ranch dressing on, and the lettuce is now white, So we're going to match the dressings to it as well. The whole idea is this harmony. Harmony is critical to the salad's success, no matter what type of salad that you're going to prepare, putting these things together. So imagine kale and chickpeas and little bits of paneer or feta cheese, sliced avocado on type, right? Beautiful things. But when you're going to start to think about salads, you start to categorize them by the predominant ingredient. And we get to four different categories of salads, actually. Green salads, which is what you might derogatorily call rabbit food. It's the mixed green salads. This is the one everyone knows, a tossed salad. But then you also have vegetable salads. One of my favorite things used to be a broccoli and raisin salad. And then sometimes I'd put some crunchy nuts in it. Or then sometimes I'd put some red peppers in it, right? Nothing but vegetables in this salad. Then, of course, there's your tuna salad and chicken salad and salmon salad and a shrimp salad and a scallop salad. All kinds of ways you can go with that. Fruit salads and dessert salads are there for you as well. So even a composed salad. I used to do a thing that my mom actually taught me. At Easter time, we used to do a composed niçoise salad that looked like a lady. so that the tomato was the head. We had 2 cloves for eyes. She had a lettuce dress, asparagus legs. I think I do this in a blog post or in web cooking classes somewhere. So this, your basic balsamic and tomato and mozzarella and basil salad, look how attractive that presentation is. It's still a salad, right? So salads are going to be classified either by what course they serve, an appetizer salad, something that is there to stimulate the appetite, right? It's not there to fill you up. It's there to give you the vinegar and the lemon and the things that are really going to start to stimulate your taste buds. The appetizer salads are not the ones to put the ranch dressing on. They're not the ones for the blue cheese dressing by any means. They're the ones for the lemon vinaigrette. They're the ones for a very light dusting of olive oil because they're going to precede the rest of the meal. This is a menu strategy, right, when planning these salads. A salad can also be an accompaniment salad. This is a side dish, a side salad, right? So it functions as a side dish right next to the main course on the plate. This is where you might find a protein salad. This is definitely where you would find a vegetable salad. Why not serve your hamburger with my broccoli, raisin, roasted red pepper, toasted almond salad that I just invented today? I keep riffing on that same salad. It can be a side dish. You've got main course salads, certainly at lunchtime, but often in dinner also. And these are the ones that contain the proteins. These are the chicken salads or grilled cubes of chicken with a brown rice or quinoa or something like that, or a pasta salad with shrimp. You get a lot more protein, a lot more healthy ingredients out of those. There is an after-course salad. This is a lot of times found in European presentations, and this is to cleanse the palate afterward, before dessert, or even between courses, like the French do a sorbet. Very often you can serve, and it's a very small salad that's supposed to be very acidic as well. You could take your salads to dessert. There are all kinds of ice cream and fruit and nut and whipped cream salads that we can use in there. Start using your sweeter salad ingredients with fruits, with nuts, with creams, with whipped creams, ice creams. It's tremendous. So your salad fits every course of the day. If you're thinking it's just for lunch, or if it's only at the beginning of dinner, you can make the same salad more exciting by just moving it to a different day part. So let's talk about arranging the salad and presenting the salad on the plate, because there are basically 3 parts of any salad. There will always be a base or an underliner, and you can choose all kinds of stuff. Leafy greens look really nice. Romaine lettuce does very well because it's a long leaf. A Belgian endive. Even a shredded lettuce, like you could have an underliner or a base of a green leaf or shredded iceberg lettuce, things like that. The underliner is almost like the plate on the plate. The underliner adds to the appearance. So if you have a generally green salad, make your underliner like a red radicchio. A red lettuce, something that would contrast with that. If you have a lot of tomatoes and red peppers in your salad, maybe use that green underliner for the contrast as well. And the underliner also helps give a little bit of height to your salad. And it helps collect things. Your salad can kind of get all over the plate. Having an underliner sets a border for your salad as well, and that helps in the presentation. We've talked about shredded iceberg, Boston lettuce. Also, Boston has really nice, soft little cups that you can set everything in. The endive cups really well. If you're going to have a tossed salad, very often the tossed salads don't have a base because they are such a tossed up mixture of ingredients, the base can actually conflict with it as well. So here's an idea of, this looks like a peppers and olives with nuts salad, but it's put in the base of the lettuces. And that's sometimes even nicer than having a whole bunch of shredded lettuce in there as well. All right, let's talk about the basic parts of the salad. So we talk a little about presentation. You talk about the days, the parts of the day that you can serve the salad. Now, how about the salad itself? So first is always the body. And the main part of the salad is the body of the salad. This is the freshest ingredients that you can find. These are the ones that are really on stage. This is the nicely cut chicken into cubes. This is the beautifully julienned red peppers. And one of the reasons that knife skills are so important with your salads is because the items are not cooked. If you cut something with a knife and then cook it, it changes shape. If you cut something with a knife, cook it, and then puree it, then it doesn't matter as much. But if you cut something with a knife and then put it immediately on the plate, yeah, it's going to mean a lot. So good knife skills are absolutely imperative because the items will not be cooked. They won't change color. They won't change texture and shape. And, you can't make that tomato any sweeter than it already is. So if you're using onions in a salad, we all know onions can go on the sauté, onions and garlic and a lot of root vegetables, and they get sweeter through your cooking. But an onion in a salad is going to be a bitter onion, is going to be a raw onion. Things that are not cooked need good knife skills, and things that are not cooked don't change their flavor from raw at all. So you got to remember that. The second part of the salad is the garnish. Now, I know we talked about this with plate presentation, and it seems kind of silly to garnish a salad that already has, a lot of colorful vegetables, things like that. But there actually are some keys to doing this. Garnishing, in contrast, gives you some good eye appeal. So, like I've already mentioned, if you have a predominantly green salad, garnish with red. If you have a predominantly soft salad, garnish with crunchy. Bacon bits, I would say, are a garnish on a salad. You're not making a bacon salad, I hope. Although some of the things I've seen on the internet, I think people would like a bacon salad. They are a garnish. They add the texture. They add the color. They even add the aroma that's different from lettuce that really doesn't have a smell. Plus, your garnish can communicate what type of salad it is and what's in there. So even if you have a chicken, grape, and almond salad, and they're all mixed up and they're covered by the dressing, put a little small piece of chicken with a grill mark on it, an almond and some raisins as a garnish on top of the salad, unadulterated, unmixed in, so that you can see what it is. And these garnishes, they add color, they add texture, they add flavor. Croutons add crunch. Nuts add texture. Red adds contrast against green, but let's not overdo it. There's still a lot going on in your salad, so keep it simple and communicate with the diner. And your garnish should never overshadow the contents of the salad. That's the idea. So here's something that you may never have considered, and it's another weird Chef Todd thing. Because I've gotten into arguments with people about this at the farmer's market, standing with people, convincing them that yes, indeed, lettuce has flavor. It does. Please don't think of lettuce as just green water. If you've been eating iceberg lettuce all of your life, maybe I understand why you think that. If you've only had romaine lettuce, you might think that lettuce doesn't have any flavor, but lettuce does. You choose a lettuce like any other ingredient. There is such a wide variety of colors, textures, flavors, and sensations and tastes in lettuce that you can even contrast one lettuce over another. If you're making a green salad, don't think it has to be one kind of lettuce. Some lettuce is bitter. Some lettuce is sweet. Some lettuce is soft. Some lettuce is hard, right? The type of the lettuce that you choose can either complement or contrast the body of the salad. If you use it as the underliner, right? You have this really soft Boston lettuce salad. Put a bitter, stiff endive leaf underneath it. You add a contrast in that regard. So let's quickly review some of these lettuces that you can find at your grocery store. Iceberg lettuce, it's the beach ball of lettuces. It's flavorless. It's 80 to 85% water. It's nicely shredded on tacos. Can be used as a good underliner or a bed, but just making a iceberg lettuce salad. And the iceberg wedge with the blue cheese on top of it, that's more of a cheese salad than it is a lettuce salad. Be honest, the iceberg lettuce in your wedge salad with blue cheese is really just a vehicle for the blue cheese, right? The blue cheese is the most predominant flavor on there. Your romaine lettuce, your basic romaine lettuce, is a harder lettuce. It has those very stalky ribs, right? Good for an underliner, absolutely necessary in a Caesar salad as well. Boston lettuce, one of my favorites, absolutely, because it's so soft. It has these nice, sweet little lettuce cups. They stay intact. It feels spongy almost, right? This softens the texture of your salad, and it's a good underliner as well. Frisee, one of my favorites also, especially when used in combination with Boston, because frisee is very bitter. Frisee has these scraggly leaves. Frisee looks like something you would have weeded out of your garden, but it's actually a really good lettuce. The bitter flavor always balances sweeter dressings. So if you love like a Vidalia onion sweetened dressing, if you love a ranch dressing that's a little sweeter, get a more bitter lettuce. If you're putting ranch dressing on iceberg lettuce, again, just kind of sounds like a vehicle for the dressing. Add some contrast. Put some Boston lettuce in with the iceberg, add soft. Put some frisee in with that, add bitter. Put some arugula in there as well and really blow the bitter up. It's got a very dark, peppery, bitter flavor. You might not need much of it just to add the contrast for your salad. And this always balances a sweeter lettuce. Radicchio is invaluable, maybe just because of its red color. It's a much harder lettuce. It's more like a cabbage texture than anything else, but the bright red or purple really sets things off in your lettuce. In your salad. There's mash, one of my favorites as well, and it's like a clover almost. It's a lettuce in the lettuce family, but if you looked at it, you would think it was clover. You would start counting the leaves to see if you got lucky, but they only have one little leaf. It's one little clover leaf. There are hundreds of lettuces for you to explore when you start thinking about using them as any other ingredient in your cooking. You don't just say, one vegetable, or just, I'm going to have one type of rice till the end of time. You mix your lettuces as well to go through it, and you wind up with a little bit more of a French salad, right? A little bit more of a mash. Put goat cheese on here. Use some of those beautiful strawberries that we have this season, the frisee. Make yourself a Greek salad with some red onions, with some olives, with some feta cheese on top, right? You start to use the ingredients as if you're cooking them, but they're not meeting the heat at all. And you start to put together these ethnic profiles of ingredients where your Japanese salad may have edamame in it, a sesame dressing, a sliced ginger, things like that are adding contrasting flavors and textures to everything. Everybody's seen the mandarin orange Asian salad, adds a contrast of color, texture, and flavor, right? The Russian salad has a lot of mayonnaise in it. Your chicken salad can be bound with mayonnaise, egg, or even a vinaigrette, right? Your grains salad, make a white rice, a brown rice, make some lentils, make some quinoa, add some black beans to it. It looks like there are peas in this one. There's your grains salad as well. Wet it a little bit with a balsamic vinaigrette or bind it with a white sauce. It's endless what you can do with these salads. Endless fruit salads for the season. So no matter what kind of salad you dream up, remember the categories of salads. Remember the function of your salad. Is it there to cleanse the palate? Is it there to be a vehicle for protein? Is it an entree salad? Is it an appetizer salad? Is it a fruit salad at the end? And then what will make up that is the underliner, right? The structure of your salad. Imagine putting that red radicchio leaf as an underliner of the rest of your salad, right? That pops, that red pops. Shred some purple cabbage and put it around the plate. That pops everything else. Use your underliner. Figure out what the body of your salad is. What are you really trying to communicate here? Garnish it with avocado or nuts or raisins or strawberries or fruit, but use the freshest ingredients because your knife skills are on display. The fact that it's not cooked, it doesn't change texture or flavor at all, they're on display. It's very important to get the freshest ingredients and apply the most eye-appealing knife skills to it. That's the whole idea of putting together a lot more exciting salads for the summer, the whole idea behind it. So now, like I always ask, what are you going to do? What's your idea beyond the underliner, the body, the garnish, the crunch versus the soft, the bitter versus the sweet? How do you match that dressing to the type of lettuce? These are all things that I hope I got into your mind today. It's going to be another situation where you're like, darn that Chef Todd Moore. I just got over pan hot first, fat hot, protein product 75-25, remove to a plate, deglaze, reduce or thicken, then return the product. I just got over that one. And now I want you to think about underliner, body, garnish. Think about the contrast of textures, of flavors, of colors on there, because when you think about how hot your kitchen gets in the summer, you're not gonna want to heat the whole house up, right? You're gonna start to look at more salads, at cool summer salads as a way to eat lighter, healthier, cooler foods this year. What's going on? Oh, let's go to our Carefree Cooks collection. Let's peek into the Carefree Cooks community for lifetime members of web cooking classes. This is our private community. Let's see how their cooking is changing for the season as well. Right at the top of the scroll, Don had this double salad thing going on. He took Rose's potato salad and the creamy cucumber salad. That's nice. Then tossed a batch of mixed greens and a mango serrano vinaigrette. Say that again. Mango serrano, which is a pepper. Mango serrano vinaigrette, fresh peaches on that. That's really cool for summer. I like that a lot. Charles reached into the fridge, he says, grabbed some random veggies, had some criminy mushrooms, had a little bit of ground turkey, cooked the ground turkey off, chilled it, mixed it with the others, put it into these lettuce leaves. This is exactly what I'm talking about here, right? The underliner, spooned it into the lettuce leaves. There it is, an appetizer salad. Really, really nice. It was a funny line, as I recall, because he went to, Charles went to the effort of putting this all together, and it's just beautiful. Friend said to him, what is this? It's appetizer salad. Like, what's for dessert? What's for dinner? Peanut butter and jelly. I put all my effort into the salad. It was a great story. Morrow always has this artistic flair to his food. How beautiful is this, right? A composed salad, a really light, fresh salad for breakfast, and it's simply half fig, sour cream, mascarpone cheese, and goat cheese, a little bit of honey. The garnish is some fresh mint, he said. I mean, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Donna put a nice pasta salad together, halved cherry tomatoes, mozzarella, sea salt, olive oil, crushed red pepper, garlic, and her basil chiffonade. A nice chiffonade. See what I mean? Right, Donna? See what I mean by knife skills? When you cut that chiffonade in those nice ribbon cuts, it makes it look really, really nice and gives you a nice contrast against the white of the pasta and the red of the tomatoes. How cool. Wonderful, wonderful. Hey, everybody, it's that time of year again, You're uncovering the patio furniture. You're changing the batteries in the smoke detector, right? But you've also got to change your cooking for a new season to something lighter, brighter, healthier, and a lot more fun. So let's leave the stews, the chili, the casseroles behind because it's a whole new season of cooking coming at us. Oh, but first, here's the true or false for today. This is false. Cutting with a sharp knife is generally the most effective way. Tearing it by hand does not prevent it from browning. It's going to brown either way. The browning comes from enzymes and air. Anytime you tear something open like that and it's exposed to air, it's an enzyme called polyphenol, which when it reacts to air, so whether you cut it with a knife or tear it with your hands, it's going to get brown either way. My question is, why is torn or cut lettuce sitting in your refrigerator for that long, make your salad and eat it. But here's the thing about tearing the lettuce with your hands. You squeeze it. And when you squeeze the lettuce, you break the cells, you bring out the moisture, you make mushy lettuce. So I would say it's actually the other way around. You should cut your lettuce with a knife. You should not tear your lettuce. And if you know someone who's still cooking like it's winter, please like this video, share it with them so they can change with the seasons like the rest of us do. And just like your wardrobe changes for summer, so should your cooking. And I'm going to make this a lot easier for you. I'm going to give you the 5 changes that I make to my cooking for the summer season, and they're in my latest free online class, which is called Summer Cooking is Cool. Go to webcookingclasses.com/sun to see when the next classes are being held. Hey, bye everyone. Good to see you. Lifetime members of Web Cooking Classes, I'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern for study hall. Everyone else, 6:30 on Thursday, noon on Saturday. Until then, it's Chef Todd Moore reminding you that there's a method to your summer cooking success. Bye-bye, everyone.